Have you ever woken up in a place that was supposed to feel romantic, only to feel wrong? Not uncomfortable, not unfamiliar, but wrong. Like the walls were listening, like the silence was waiting for something. This story begins with love, celebration, and a dream honeymoon. And it ends with a truth so disturbing it still keeps one woman awake at night. Because sometimes the scariest part of marriage is discovering who you're really sleeping next to. Honeymoons are meant to be perfect. A fresh start, a private escape from the world. Emily and Ryan had been together for 4 years. They were the kind of couple everyone admired. Rarely argued, always laughing, always smiling. When they finally got married, they chose a remote seaside resort for their honeymoon, far from crowds, far from family. A place where phones barely worked and nights were painfully quiet. When they arrived, the sun was setting. The ocean glowed orange beneath darkening clouds. The air smelled like salt and damp wood. Their bungalow stood alone, separated from the rest of the resort by dense trees. When the receptionist handed them the key, she smiled strangely and said, "You won't be disturbed here." That night, they toasted to forever, and everything felt perfect. Emily woke up at 2:17 a.m. She didn't know why. The room was completely dark. No waves, no insects, no wind. Just silence. Then she heard it. Breathing. It wasn't Ryan's steady breathing beside her. This sounded closer. She held her breath. The sound stopped. Her heart pounded as she reached toward Ryan. The bed was cold. He wasn't there. She heard bare footsteps on the wooden floor, slow and careful. The bathroom door creaked open. Light flicked on. Moments later, Ryan stepped out, smiling casually. "Couldn't sleep," he said. "Jet lag." Emily tried to laugh it off, but something about the way he said it felt rehearsed, like he'd practiced the lie. The next day passed peacefully. Swimming, drinks, photos. But Emily noticed something strange. Mirrors. There were mirrors everywhere in the bungalow. One above the bed, one facing the shower, one angled directly toward the door. That night, Emily woke again, 2:17 a.m. Ryan was in bed this time, staring at the ceiling, wide awake. She whispered his name. Slowly, he turned toward her and smiled. "Do you hear that?" he asked. Emily listened. There was nothing. "No," she said. His smile disappeared instantly. He turned back toward the ceiling and whispered, "They don't like when you lie." Emily didn't sleep again that night. The following day, she tried calling the front desk. No answer. Her phone had no signal. When Ryan suggested a walk into the nearby village, she agreed, desperate to be around other people. But the path was blocked by a fallen tree, freshly cut, too clean to be an accident. That night, Emily pretended to sleep. At 2:17 a.m., Ryan slipped out of bed. She followed him silently. He stood in front of the largest mirror, whispering. "I brought her," he said softly. "She's ready." Emily stepped back and froze. Behind her reflection was another reflection, tall, still, watching. When Emily gasped, the shape vanished. Ryan turned around. For the first time, he looked afraid. That night, Emily ran, barefoot, through trees, through darkness. Behind her, she heard Ryan shouting her name, but his voice wasn't alone. There were whispers, many voices overlapping. The forest felt endless, until headlights appeared. A truck stopped. The driver didn't ask questions, he just drove. The police investigated. The resort didn't exist. No records, no staff, no bungalow. Ryan was never found. Emily returned home alone. But sometimes, at exactly 2:17 a.m., she still wakes up and feels like someone else is breathing beside her. Not all monsters live in haunted places. Some wear wedding rings.